we go. Alright, so now we're going to be removing the compressor. So we got a couple of wires here. Disconnect. Again, we've got these wire ties all over the body that keep everything tied in. So I can get in here. There we go. You can even just cut them right at the base and cut the whole thing off where it pops in, where it plugs in to the frame. Because again, you can replace these. The frames are full of little holes for these things to pop into. Alright, so that's that. We'll unplug this. And almost all these plugs are designed, you can't plug something in that isn't supposed to plug into. They're designed to be fitted together so you can't accidentally plug something into something else. I think that's the only one that can do that. Now, this whole assembly here comes off in one piece. It's just these 4 bolts right here. Just those 4 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Again, almost everything's 8mm. Now these have these rubber pads underneath them, these big rubber bushings, because this thing vibrates like hell, I'm assuming. And once they're loose, you can pretty much just take them off with your fingers. These are long, skinny bolts. They go through the bushing, and everything's threaded. All the bases that these bolts screw into, there's no nuts. There's just the threads that are welded into the frame. I'll put all these 4 bolts and these bushings into a bag, keep them together along with this part. So this part, all these parts for the brake system are going to go. See, this one's a little bit snug. It doesn't want it to pop out. That's okay. There we go. Now it's out. And there is your compressor. And there's your rubber bushing. So, 1, 2, 3. There's all 4 rubber bushings. So I'm going to re-put these bolts through here. They may or may not stay on, but at least they're all together. Oh, there we go. I'll push that through there. We don't want to do that. All right, so that goes into a box. Since the brake system box has 3 pretty big parts, I'm putting them all in here. Whoops, those just came off. I had a feeling they'd do that. That's okay. We'll go ahead and put them in a Ziploc bag. All the bushings and bolts are in the bag. All right. So, next, close the door. All right, next, now we can take this guy off. This is what holds your fender. This is your fender bracket. That's all this is. And it has a little thing over here for something. I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah, the inner sleeve. Again, everything's, you know, there's 3 bolts here. I think I might invest in a power driver. It goes,
Power drill.
yeah. We got these really cool little handheld ones we used to use when I was working for the cable company.
Oh.
Because they were great for taking the screws off the base plates, your outlet covers. Because you have to go into the outlet covers and to wire up the phone and all that stuff.
Spending like that'll be $100. I'll buy it.
No, they weren't that bad. They were pretty cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, like $30, $40. They're just a little handheld thing, a little electric rechargeable thing. All right, so we got that big bolt. We got a big boy. All right, let's see what size that is. Yep, perfect. Whoops, wrong one. So this is a, well, it says 9/16. Now this bolt is going into a receptacle, like a bushing or a nut that's built into. Like in carpentry we call them T-nuts, and it's molded into that plastic. So it's actually part of the plastic. You'll see when we take the arm off here. So there we go. This is going to go right here now. I'm trying to put things back in the place where they were taken off of the vehicle. I'll see if I can't. I'll just put that right there. Hopefully that'll stay there. Maybe it won't. All right. So we're getting there. This one's a little bit dodgy because we've got these hoses that come through here, and these are compressed hoses. These are, I believe, for the AC or something like that. That's too big of a hole. I can't pull that through there. We'll get to that later. I'm not going to mess with that just yet because I have to disassemble that. You know, I'm not even sure what that is exactly. So that could be high. I think your orange wire is your high voltage. It says right there, high voltage. Your orange wires are your high voltage. That's what you want to be careful of. Don't mess with that. I'm going to try to work my way from here this way, but let me see here. Yeah, see, the only part holding this on right now, I removed all the other bolts. The only thing holding this on is the bolt back there that I can't get to. And even if I can get to it, it just spins. It just spins because it's not attached to anything. So that's gonna be a problem getting that out. But that's okay. We'll worry about that later. Next, we're gonna go ahead and remove this tank. This here just slides up. Let's see. This just slides. This is your windshield wiper fluid. That's all that is. Got a little pump there. We'll disconnect this from here. That powers the pump. And this is your hose. We'll see if we can just disconnect that without making too much of a mess. I might have to just. There we go. So I'm gonna empty some of this out. At least it's got a full windshield wiper, right?
Yeah.
All right, just empty some of that out. All right, put that right there. You see the bracket for that? We can leave that bracket on there. We won't need to mess with that. It shouldn't be in the way. If it is in the way, we'll take it off. But next is the tank. Now this has larger bolts, 2 big bolts. I don't think they're as big as that other one though. Oh yes, these are the 12. These are the 12s, I think. Yeah, these are the 12s. There's a lot of 12 and 8. Almost everything's 12 or 8. That's a little bit tight. Now I removed all the, or loosened all this stuff off the white one already. I haven't removed them completely, but they have been loosened off of the white one so I could cut this arm off of the white one. Look at that crack there. You can really see the separation there. Wow. I do have before I snug that up a little bit, I do have an electrical wire right here I have to get to. You can see how deep down, that's an odd place to put it. I mean, it's really hard to get to it. To snip the wire and everything. I wonder if I can unplug that without snipping it. So yeah, that's I gotta figure out a way. Okay. Let's see if I can just jam this in there.